Human history is full of legendary commanders and their stories. Undoubtedly, the armies of commanders have had a great impact on world history. It is not easy to change the course of history. Here we are with the most powerful ruler of an empire that reached the world's largest borders and swept humanity by storm, Genghis Khan. While the Mongol Empire conquered the world by destroying everything in its path, it lived its most powerful period with Genghis Khan. If you want to hear the story of this legendary commander and his blood-dripping sword, you are at the right place. Now, if you are ready, we can embark on this terrifying journey together. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share your thoughts in the comments before starting the video. Genghis Khan was one of the greatest warriors of the 13th century and built the largest land empire in history. In fact, by 1206, the Mongol Empire founded by Genghis Khan covered most of Asia and parts of Europe. Despite these achievements, our knowledge of Genghis Khan is very limited. The writing system came to the Mongols after the conquest of the Uyghurs. For this reason, there is very little written documentation of the Mongol Empire. Most of the surviving documents were written by foreign states. Although the exact date of Genghis Khan's birth is not known, historians point to around 1160 AD. His death occurred in August 1227 during a campaign against the Tangut people, reflecting his warlike personality. The cause of death was probably bubonic plague. When Temujin was born, Mongolia was ruled by separate tribes and was not united. As a result of a common practice in Mongolia at the time, Temujin's mother Holun was forced to marry Yesuge after her father's clan was captured. To celebrate this victory, the couple named their child Temujin. It was a common custom in Mongolia at the time to name a newborn child for good luck. Temujin took the name Genghis Khan when he founded the Mongol Empire in 1206. The Great Kurultai gave Temujin the title Genghis Khan, or Universal Ruler, and declared him the ruler of the United Mongol State. We do not have much information about the early years of Temujin's life, but sources say that as he grew up, he became a stern personality. He also became a man who fought with other lords, drank, fought duels, slept with his weapons, and adapted to the harsh nomadic life of the steppe. According to the sources, when Temujin was only 9 years old, he was betrothed to 10-year-old Berte, the head of the Jungarat tribe called Dai Session. After a while, Temujin lost the support of his other tribal followers with the death of his father and began to live with his remaining followers in a limited area of pastures. At the age of 14, Temujin killed his brother Bektar in a dispute and later married Berte. Around 1200, Temujin and his friend Tugrul led an expedition against the Tatars who lived in what is now Mongolia, formerly China, and defeated them in 1202. Afterwards, Temujin and Tugrul had a disagreement and fought among themselves, and Tugrul was killed at the end of the war. As you can see, everyone who comes up against Genghis Khan gets a taste of his sword. By 1206, most of Mongolia had come under Temujin's rule. Tribes that have not yet pledged allegiance to Temujin are being oppressed. Temujin is now called Genghis Khan. Genghis organized his next campaign against the Jin dynasty and captured the north of China. After this campaign, Genghis turned westward and moved deeper into Central Asia. In 1219, Genghis Khan organized a conquest against Karzemsha. This war caused so much death and destruction in the internecine Karzemsha kingdom that there was a small reduction in global carbon dioxide emissions. The Mongols' advantage in battle was the maneuverability of their mounted troops and composite bows. Research has shown that Mongolia's wetter-than-normal geography allowed for more grassland and thus more horses to be raised. As Genghis Khan expanded his empire, he made innovations in state administration and organization. He also developed a system of laws and regulations. He ordered the spoils of conquests to be divided among the army and ensured that soldiers underwent training that focused on hunting. Genghis Khan ordered his soldiers not to harm any artisans during the campaigns and not to touch the clergy. He respected people with beliefs different from his own. According to historical records, Genghis Khan believed in a form of Mongolian shamanism. The conditions in which Genghis Khan, who left a great mark in the history of humanity, lived are the result of a very difficult process. Due to the conditions of his period and the lack of room for weakness in state administration, Genghis Khan applied a very harsh form of government. The campaigns of Genghis Khan, which caused a great destruction in the history of humanity, changed the history of the world. You will be shocked to hear the research is done today. Research shows that the Mongol invasion of Asia in the 1200s removed enough carbon dioxide from the atmosphere to meet the world's demand for gasoline for a year today. Few men have shaped the world's population as much as Genghis Khan. But amid all the massacres and child-making, the legendary warrior ruler may also have inadvertently reduced a huge amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, possibly even cooling the planet. Based on Antarctic ice cores, scientists have detected a sudden drop in atmospheric carbon of about 3 parts per million between 1200 and 1470 AD. This coincides with the period when the Mongols invaded Asia. Launched in 1200 by Genghis Khan and lasting until 1380, the Mongol invasion had by far the biggest impact on climate. According to researchers, the Mongol army slaughtered about 30% of the 115 million people it encountered on its march, resulting in the regrowth of 142,000 square kilometers of forest. This sudden increase in vegetation removed 684 million tons of carbon from the atmosphere. Genghis Khan, who caused countless devastations and brought dozens of states into history, is still remembered today. Growing up in harsh steppe conditions in a harsh geography, Genghis Khan's death also took place on the battlefield. Genghis Khan died in 1227 during a campaign against the Tanguts. His grave has never been found. As a matter of fact, the records of the time do not say anything about the location of the grave. After Genghis Khan's death, his son Ogedei became the head of the Mongol Empire and ruled until his death in 1241. However, the Mongols could not remain united, and after the death of Mongol Khan, one of Genghis's descendants, the Mongols fell apart in 1259, succumbing to civil war. According to a widespread rumor, the discovery of Genghis Khan's tomb will spell the end of humanity. There are many legends about the Mongol army that terrorized the world and its legendary commander Genghis Khan. The legend of the cemetery is known as one of them. What do you think? Do you think the world could end if Genghis Khan's grave is found? What is your opinion about the Mongol domination of the world? Does the life story of Genghis Khan inspire you? We care about your opinion. Let us know in the comments. See you in the next video.